The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of the DHN Media Group. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of the DHN Media Group is hereby prohibited.
The Delaware Division III Blue Hens kick off the 2020 portion of their season. They take on Pitt-Johnstown on a Friday night. And it's live on Delaware Hockey Night. Hi, everybody, and a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night. We are coming at you live from the Gold Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware, where the Division III Blue Hens host the Pitt-Johnstown Ice Cats to kick off the 2020 portion of their season. Yours truly, James Witherite, flying solo for this evening's Division III matchup. Bob Thomas unavailable. He's out on a coaching assignment with Salesianum. But he'll certainly be back with us next weekend when the Division I team is back around. They're at Liberty for a two-game set this weekend. The D1 Blue Hens facing off against New York University when they return next weekend. We'll have all that for you on Delaware Hockey Night TV and Delaware Hockey Night Radio. But tonight's all about the Division III Blue Hens, who bring an 11-6-2 record into the new year. Prior to a loss at Stockton on December 7th, they defeated Farmingdale 6-5 and Rutgers Camden by a tally of 13-2. And after this one game this weekend, they'll travel to Johnstown, Pennsylvania, to the Cambria County War Memorial, where they will take on IUP, Pitt-Johnstown, and California University for a three-game weekend set at the venerable First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorial, as it's now called. Still can't get used to the First Summit Arena part. Growing up in Western Pennsylvania and taking in my fair share of Chiefs games as a young lad. Always just the War Memorial to me. The Ice Cats have taken to the ice. They're decked out in navy blue, and the Delaware Blue Hens will be making their way on shortly. The Blue Hens clad in their home white kits, royal blue helmets and pants. They'll travel left to right from our perspective here this evening. Safwan Khan, Brandon Lespina, Stephen Palumba. Key components of the top three lines, respectively. All averaging at least a point a game. Brandon Lespina, leading goal scorer with 14 tallies so far this year. He'll be flanked. Or rather, he will flank Luke Rich, who centers the opening line, Jack Masternardi, will serve as the right wing on that top combination. Matt Vermont and Carson Moore have combined for a point a game as the top defensive pair, and a pair of strong two-way players they are. Vermont with 10 assists this season to go along with his 2 goals. And we'll see the rock-solid Gabe Nadell between the pipes tonight, and here he comes leading out the Delaware Blue Hens. Ladies and gentlemen, your Delaware Blue Hens! Nadell, 209 his goals against average. His save percentage, .921. He gets the nod tonight, backed up by James Palmieri, who sat idly behind Stephen Odgers last week, serving as the backup to the Division II Blue Hens, who went through 3 games and won all of them last weekend, beating Drexel, beating Stevenson, and beating Georgetown as well. Without further ado, we'll give you the sounds of the game. We'll go inside Gold Arena for tonight's opening introductions. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Gold Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware for tonight's game between the Pitt-Johnstown Ice Cats and your Delaware Blue Hens. Here are tonight's starting lineups. For Pitt-Johnstown, coached by David Lehman. Starting in goal, number 84, Andrew Burkett. Starting on defense, number 88, Michael Heverly, and number 90, Thomas Rafferty. At forward, number 10, Joseph Phillips. Number 13, Ian Keller, and number 28, Kyle Eckenrod. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, number 1, Gabe Nadell. On defense, number 11, Matt Vermont. And number 29, Carson Moore. Starting at right wing, number 3, Jack Mastronardi. At left wing, number 13, Brandon Laspina. And starting at center, number 16, Luke Rich. Your Blue Hens are coached by Joey Garrett. Tonight's referees are Rob O'Brien and Brian Valentine. The linesmen are Hugh Walsh and Steve Capriotti. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand if able, and gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor the United States of America with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And on that note, it's time for some hockey in the first state. Delaware traveling left to right, decked out in their home whites. The Pitt-Johnstown Ice Cats, clad in head-to-toe navy blue, UPJ across the front, numbers on the front and back, no sleeve numbers, so player identification may be just a hair slower than usual, but we'll get you the whole story as best we can. In net, Andrew Burkett, he's 9-3 this year with a .340 goals against average and a save percentage of .877. Ian Keller and Joseph Phillips on the top line with Kyle Eckenrod, a trio of point-a-game forwards. Off we go in the first state, and Delaware wins the initial draw. Carson Moore flips the puck in up the left wing boards. It's chased down, batted by Laspina to the far corner, taken away by Mike Heverly of Johnstown. Puck caroms to the near side, played back the other direction by Rafferty, and punched out of the zone by Joseph Phillips, nearly taken back by Vermont at center, but carried on and thrown in from long range by Ian Keller. His shot from just inside the blue line was waffle boarded away by Gabe Nadell. Puck walked back in, up the left wing boards by Rafferty, centered to Joseph Phillips. He couldn't get a shot in from long range. Net was off its moorings. Follow-up chance came from the left corner. And this goal, should it stand, will be a controversial one. The net was off its moorings, but the puck was making its way in behind Gabe Nadell over his near shoulder. The officials confer. And there will be no goal. There is no goal. No goal, net came off. So play will continue, fresh legs on for both sides, and the face-off comes to the right of Nadell. Adam Petula tried to bat it forward for Johnstown. Puck ends up loose behind the Delaware goal, where Vermont clears it out, and Jack Masternardi backhands it up the near side. Chased down by Laspina, punched back to center by the trailing Dominic or rather that was Michael Heverly, not Dominic DeCesare. From the top of the left circle, McQuillan tried to line up a slapper for Johnstown, but his shot was blocked by Vermont. And here comes Ryan D'Amelia in up the left side, setting up a 2-on-2 for Delaware. Now the Ice Cats reinforcements come in, so the Blue Hens are outmanned in the attacking zone, and it's carried free by Adam Petula crossing to the left side. He takes aim again, this time from the outside of the left circle. Another blocker save from Nadell turns things from left to right. We're at the minute-and-a-half mark of the first period of play. Dump and chase from the Delaware side failed to materialize as Ryan D'Amelia was out-chased for the puck by Nicholas McQuillan of Pitt-Johnstown behind the Ice Cats goal. Zone held by Corella at the left point, dumped in behind to Safwan Khan, but he was challenged by Phelps and couldn't keep the momentum going. Zone cleared by Pitt-Johnstown, but Hunter Stoy gives the puck away and D'Amato dumps it back over the Johnstown blue line. This will be an icing against the Ice Cats as Phelps let the puck go from well inside his blue line, untouched from there to the far corner of the Delaware end. We've got an attacking zone face-off for the Blue Hens with 2 minutes and 5 seconds gone in the first period of tonight's game, and still no score. Shot from up high, off the draw, Braden Rischel, denied by the outstretched left leg of Andrew Burkett. Race on for the puck as it's cleared by Phelps beyond center. It's batted down just in front of the Delaware blue line by Rischel, fed up the middle to Austin Wetzel. Taken away and cleared out by Hunter Stoy for Johnstown. Flipped to the near side where Zach Zolek was unable to maintain control of the puck along the near boards. Rischel turned it back the other way, stretched out to Stephen Palumba. Centering pass right beyond Austin Wetzel, and this one ricochets off the near dashers where it's punched back into neutral ice by Zach Zolek for the Pitt-Johnstown Ice Cats. Zolek surrounded just over the center logo. Backhands the puck in deep behind the Delaware zone. Fresh legs on for the Ice Cats, and Vermont will carry this puck up the middle into Johnstown territory again. His shot from 50 feet, stick check, still made it on net. Turned aside by Burkett. Battle for the biscuit in the far corner of the Johnstown zone. Nearly clearing was Nathaniel Della, but Moore held the zone at the far point. Another skirmish for the puck develops behind the cage. Looking for room is Ryan Bryson. He ultimately gave it away to Dominic DeCesare, who's getting chippy in the trenches in that battle, and a shot from the bottom of the left circle. And Thomas Allen was deflected up into the netting and out of play with 3.5 minutes gone. Here in the first period of action, Delaware and Pitt-Johnstown still scoreless. Face-off comes at the far circle of the Johnstown zone, and out come the Ice Cats. This is Ian Keller traversing neutral ice. He's got space at the left dots. Backhand attempt was sticked away by Matt Vermont. Never did make it on net. Holding the zone at the left point is Heverly, swatting the puck back in deep to Keller. Keller surrounded. Vermont and Moore have him tracked pretty well, and Vermont was able to angle Keller to the far corner. Puck movement behind the cage. Heverly was pickpocketed. Ryan Bryson hustling back deep in his zone was able to break up that advance, and now the zone is clear. Thomas Allen looking for space, retreats into his own territory, pressed there by Eckenrod. 9 goals and 13 assists for him on the season. He's part of that powerful top line along with Phillips and Keller. Together they've scored 26 of Pitt-Johnstown's goals this season. Laspina up the middle. His stick was lifted as he gained the Johnstown blue line, and Phillips was able to clear it across the neutral zone. The re-entry is clean from Laspina up the middle. He flips the puck to Mastronardi, and from the right corner, he shoots from a bad angle. It's knocked away by Burkett and brought back the other way by Phillips, heading a 3-on-2, but he gets tied up at the Delaware blue line, and Nick Sobocinski headmans the puck up the left wing boards back to Brandon Laspina, second leading scorer for Delaware. Commotion in front of the net. Burkett reaches to try to cover the puck, and we get the whistle as Luke Rich collides with the Pitt-Johnstown netminder at the 5:04 mark of the first period. Hens will get an attacking zone face-off out of the matter as their second line comes on. It will be Safwan Khan who takes the draw across from Petula. Puck thrown toward the cage from the left dot, but it missed entirely. Flipped by D'Amelia through the slot. Oh, wow! A rocket from Braden Rischel from all the way in Wilmington. And it's 1-0 Delaware. Wow! Off the right post and in. Braden Rischel gets his 4th of the season. And it is 1-0 Hens. D'Amelia gets credit for the primary assist on that one. And we'll wait for word from the scorers table on the other. So D'Amelia with the backdoor pass tried to throw one right in front of the cage. Ultimately, that puck sailed back to Rischel, center point, who opened fire and beat Burkett at 5:15. To make it 1-0 Delaware. Still waiting on the particulars on the Rischel goal, which was his 4th of the season. Once we get those facts and figures straight from the scorer's box, we'll get those to you. Here we go. A Delaware goal. His 4th of the season. Scored by number 7, Braden Rischel. Assisted by number 9, Ryan D'Amelia, and number 20, Anthony Carella. Time of the goal, 5:15 in the first period. Rischel's 4th from D'Amelia and Carella at 5:15 in the first period. Ice Cats failed to get a shot off on their subsequent attack. Weaving through traffic was Shane Brennan. His stick lifted at the far dot. He lost the puck. Chased down in the far corner. Brennan is sandwiched now in a 1-on-3. Ultimately, he loses it. Carom shot played by Hunter Stoy around to the near side, where Zach Zolek tries to headman it on through neutral territory to the accelerating Stoy, but that puck is intercepted at the Delaware blue line and walked as far as center by the Western Pennsylvanian Austin Wetzel. Recovered by Johnstown, thrown out by Wagner. Deep into neutral territory, but Nathan Shorto is forced to flip it in from over the blue line near side, and he gives it up to Brandon D'Amato. We've just passed the 7-minute mark of the first period. Delaware with a 1-0 lead over the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown Ice Cats. And back come the Hens on the offensive. Forechecking pressure on Shorto from Ryan Bryson. Took the puck away from him. Hens trying to reset. Puck nearly was muscled out by Zolek. Intercepted by Allen. Taken away from him in the high slot. And now cleared out by the Ice Cats. Zolek tries to split defenders, got sandwiched, chased the puck down, follow-up chance came from Hunter Stoy off the rebound. And that will tie it up as Hunter Stoy, with some heads-up puck tracking in the slot, evens the score at 1 at the 7:46 mark. For Hunter Stoy, that was his fifth goal of the season, rather. Zolek and Rafferty get the helpers. Pitt-Johnstown goal, his fifth of the season, scored by number 12, Hunter Stoy, assisted by number 91, Zach Zolek, and number 90, Thomas Rafferty. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 46 seconds in the first period. Stoy with his fifth of the season from Zolek and Rafferty at 7:46. Play ends up in the Pitt-Johnstown zone after the equalizer from Stoy off the rebound. Puck picked clean by Panicella. Flip to his right to the accelerating Nathaniel Della, who is taken off his feet. Puck cleared out by Laspina up the far side to Rich off his backhand. Centering past Mastronardi back to Laspina center point. Worked in close. Rich brings it high. Fires it off the backboards. Puck ricochets into the path of Laspina, but it's reached in for and taken away by Phelps. He gains center, swats the puck in from long range. Gained that center line to avoid the icing. It's gloved by Nadell, and now cleared out off the near wall by Rischel. Ahead to Ryan D'Amelia. He had the helper on the Rischel goal at 5:15, but D'Amelia couldn't maintain the momentum. Tried to feed it across to the left wing side and Anthony Carella, but it was poked out of his reach. Back in from center, Vermont rifles it in. To the far corner the puck goes. Rafferty bodied off the puck while playing the carom shot by Carella, gave it away. Safwan Khan took aim from the top of the right circle but missed the near post. Puck skitters to the far side off the rebound. Rafferty checked off the biscuit again, but Ian Keller offered better support this time, and he fed the puck from blue line to blue line. Unfortunately for the Ice Cats, they were unable to maintain that momentum. Now Keller gets it back, walks in, shoots from 30 feet away. Nadell overcommitted to the near post, did make the save. Fortunately for the Blue Hens, the rebound chance never made it from 40 feet away at the opposite side. We've just passed the halfway stage of the first period. Delaware and Johnstown tied at 1, and we've got a puck in the rafters, giving us a break in the action with 9 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the first period. Delaware and Johnstown tied 1-1, and the ensuing face-off, to be delivered by Steve Capriotti, takes place just in front of the Delaware bench. Won by the Hens, so Basinski across D'Amato near side, fed up the middle to Shane Brennan. He tries to bob and weave his way through rush hour traffic on 219, but he can't. Cleared? No, not cleared by Heverly. He throws the puck up into the netting from the far corner of his own zone, so that will keep the Ice Cats pinned in yet again. 9.5 minutes to go. Puck is loose in front. Burkett sprawled out after Brennan tried to walk in from the left dot. D'Amato holds the zone, gives the puck away at the right point. Worked ahead by Petula to DeGrange. Fired across ice high in the zone, backhanded out of harm's way by Wetzel. Tipped in by DeGrange off the stick of Heverly. Puck rolls behind the Delaware goal, where Nick Sobocinski was able to chase it down. In his Scholastic days, played for Hodgson Caravel. Good two-way defenseman there, under the tutelage of Dustin Mecke. Zolek, hassled in the near corner of the Delaware zone, flips the puck back to the point where Rafferty throws it in, and a glove save from Gabe Nadel gives us a break in the action with 8:40 to go in the first period. UPJ takes the lead in the shot department, now up 6-5 in that respect. But it's a tie hockey game, 1-1 from Gold Arena. Play resumes, quick shot from Zolek at the outside of the left circle. Tip to the far wall by Nadel. Here's a 2-on-1 for Delaware. Ryan Bryson up the left side. Centering pass through the legs of Allen. He mishandled the puck. Chased down to the near corner. Allen bodied off the puck by Panicella, gave it away. It caroms to the far side. Nearly played out by Stoy, but Bryson held the zone. Flip back to the left side. Hard shot from Rischel came in at the top of the left circle. Blockered away by Burkett. Cleared by Zolek as far as center. And thrown back in, where we will have a stoppage in play with 8 minutes to go in the period. There's a player wearing number 8 for Delaware. We'll find out who it is from the men in the scorers table. Another stoppage with another puck out of play in the Pitt-Johnstown end. Face-off will come again to the left of Andrew Burkett. He's faced 6 shots, he's saved 5 of them. Here he swats the puck to the far wall. Played on by Rich, walked through the crease, and it's covered up on the doorstep by Burkett. Bodies crowd round the Pitt-Johnstown netminder. No real cause for concern. Everybody separates willingly, and the face-off will come at the far dot. We can tell you that wearing number 8 tonight for Delaware is Ben Cahan rather than his usual 10. And now the Ice Cats press clear. Robert Bambino up the near side, got beyond center but could not gain the Delaware zone. Moore recovers the puck, throws it in under resistance from just above the Johnstown blue line, but it was a giveaway of the puck to the Ice Cats, who come crashing in the other direction. DeCesare from just above the blue line dumps the puck in, taken away by Vermont. He makes his way up the right wing boards into traffic again. Couldn't negotiate it from the right dot in toward the cage at a 45-degree angle. Moore with a slapper from center red near side. After the Ice Cats cleared, missed the far side of the cage. Rifled back in by Laspina. But the Hens will be outmanned in the chase. They'll use this opportunity for a line change with just over 6.5 minutes to go in the first period, and this game is 1-1. Safwan Khan tries to poke the puck past the reach of Matt Wagner at the near wall. Wagner wins that battle, but lost the war, at least in the micro sense of it, as Sobocinski was able to clear. But here come the Ice Cats once again. Eckenrod tied up in the far corner. First penalty of the night will go against Pitt-Johnstown. Heading off to the box to feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free, as they said in the movie filmed in Flood City, will be Kyle Eckenrod. So at 13:46 in the first period, the Hens go on their first Colonial Motors power play of the night. It begins at the near dot of the Pitt-Johnstown zone. Cycled to Vermont, across to Palumba, through the slot, mishandled by Kahn on the doorstep. Held in by Allen. Worked again up high, shot from long range by Vermont. Now covered up. Pitt-Johnstown penalty assessed to number 28, Kyle Eckenrod. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes 46 seconds of the first period. Eckenrod, 2 for tripping at 13:46. With the frozen puck under the glove of Burkett, the face-off comes to the near side once again. Kahn takes aim from the right dot, caught and held onto by Andrew Burkett. Quick face-off near side, flipped by Allen to Palumba, hassled in the far corner, puck taken away from him by Joseph Phillips. He lost his footing just shy of the Delaware blue line. Puck stolen from him by Palumba, walked back in the other way, and Vermont failed to maintain the zone at the left point. Colonial Motors celebrating 25 years in the automotive industry in the first state, here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions that fit every purpose and budget. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com. They bring you this power play. There's 45 seconds left of it. There's 5 minutes left in the first period, and Delaware is trying to get one back after Johnstown's Hunter Stoy tied things up at 7:46. Rich works the puck back to the left point, and Rischel through the slot. D'Amelia shot, it's in! Ryan D'Amelia fields the centering pass, and he gets a Gino to go with the apple. It's 2-1 Delaware. Centering pass from the right side comes in through traffic. And that 25-foot wrist shot puts the Blue Hens up again, 2-1. Ryan D'Amelia strikes on the Colonial Motors power play. Ryan Phelps corrals the loose puck for Pitt-Johnstown. Presses play back into the Delaware end, but out come the Hens, led by Brennan. Flip to Palumba, Brennan's shot, covered up by Burkett, and here we go. Tempers flaring a little bit, but Steve Capriotti shows no hesitation in intervening with 4 minutes and a tick to go here in the first period, and Delaware up 2-1 off D'Amelia's 9th goal of the year. A Delaware goal! His 9th of the season, scored by number 9, Ryan D'Amelia. Assisted by number 13, Brandon Laspina, and number 3, Jack Mastronardi. Time of the power play goal, 15:21 in the first period. D'Amelia's 9th from Laspina and Mastronardi at 15:21. It was a power play goal. Quick shot came in from the right dot, covered up by Nadel, and the jawing continues on in front of the Delaware cage after Nadel stopped play with 3:38 to go. in the first period. You can see how little vertical space there is at Gold Arena. It is a bandbox, to say the absolute least. That being said, it's a great place to take in a hockey game. Great atmosphere, a crowd of a couple hundred. Sounds like 3,900 in the War Memorial. Shot from Lespina at the right dot. Cleared the crossbar, rang off the glass. A 2-on-2 for Pitt-Johnstown comes the other way. The shot of Nathan Shorto from the top of the right circle was stick-checked off its line. Rebound contested in the near side. Flipped off the backhand of Stoy around to the far half wall, where Panicella is challenged for the puck, and it's punched back out into the neutral zone. Flipped back by Stoy into Delaware territory, but brought out by Brandon Lespina. He plays it off the wall. He tries to get past Stoy, but Joe Phillips was waiting at the Pitt-Johnstown blue line to turn action from right to left once again. We've entered the antepenultimate minute of the first period. A shout out to the University of Delaware ladies team. Out on J-term right now, but they'll be back in action come February. One of their first-year players is Molly McVetti, helping us out this evening. For that, we are most grateful. 2:15 to go in the first period of play. Delaware 2, Johnstown 1. Ryan Bryson got stonewalled at the Johnstown blue line, but good puck support from Luke Rich was able to advance play into the Pitt-Johnstown end, but a puck into the netting out of play gives us a stoppage with 2:05 to go, officially speaking, here in the first period. Little bit of a discrepancy in terms of the graphics. They are not linked. So 2 and change in the first period. Now it's evened up. A quick shot came from the right dot off the face-off from Delaware, taken by Tom Allen, covered up again by Burkett. Fresh D pair on for the Hens. Aiden Umhafer in for the face-off, standing in for Allen. And Cahan's entry of the zone up the right wing boards is called back offside. Face-off comes above the Pitt-Johnstown blue line. Allen and Heberly over the dot. Rather, it was to Cesarek. Ryan Bryson into a 1-on-4 through the slot, lost the puck 20 feet out from the cage. Hard to win those battles when you're outmanned that severely. And Bryson just got himself into a very low percentage proposition there. He lowers his shoulder on Phelps behind the Johnstown net. Allen comes in, keeps the puck in Delaware control. Cahan flips it to Rischel, working the right point. 80 seconds to go in the first period. Cross ice pass in the far corner evades Umhafer, and it's recovered by Pitt-Johnstown. Penalty comes with 71 seconds to go in the first period. Ryan Bryson, the culprit. We did not get the signal from Rob O'Brien. But with 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the first period, Delaware is on the penalty kill for the first time tonight. Heverly holds the right point, works the puck into the slot. Shot from Eckenrod at the right dot was deflected offline. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Delaware penalty assessed to number 18, Ryan Bryson. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 18:49 of the first period. Bryson, 2 for interference at 18:49. Shot from Palumba at the left dot. Caught Burkett in the in the noggin, and the net came off its moorings shortly thereafter, pushed off by a Delaware player. So the face-off comes above the Pitt-Johnstown blue line with 43 seconds to go in this first period of play. Delaware down a man for the remainder of the frame, and then a little bit more. But they've got the comfort of a 2-1 lead as they prepare to head to the dressing room. Ian Keller couldn't negotiate forechecking pressure from Carella. Puck now flipped into the neutral zone by Heverly. Ahead up the middle to Phillips. Drop pass outside of the right circle to Rafferty. Bounced off his stick, intercepted by Palumba. He carries it on back to center. Picked away from him by Rafferty, down to single digits in the first period. Shot from the right half wall, and Rafferty was disrupted. Puck ends up in the near corner, taken away by Matt Vermont, cleared off the glass, and the Blue Hens saved by the buzzer. We'll head to the dressing room up 2-1 through 20 minutes of play. This is University of Delaware Blue Hens hockey on Delaware Hockey Night TV and DHN Radio, and it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com. It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back into Gold Arena. Second period has begun with no camera operator, and off we go. Played back to the Pitt blue line. Let's see how we can do with the multitasking. Rafferty throws the puck in from high in the zone, and the scoreboard in the right corner is going to be all for Klempt because the camera guy never showed up. But we'll get you the picture as best we can. We'll leave it in the Delaware zone for now until someone shows up. And how about that? Somebody taking one for the team from the stands. Oh, you gotta love college hockey, don't you? Shots were 13-9 in favor of Delaware in the first period. A goal and an assist from Ryan D'Amelia put the Hens up 2-1 through 1. Battle for the puck in the far corner, walked through by Anthony Carella from the far corner and covered up by Andrew Burkett. Power play expired. Fresh legs on for both sides, and we'll use the stoppage in play to get the scoreboard back on target. Pitt-Johnstown's Ryan Phelps played the carom shot to the near side. The refusal of the Scratches to do their part has made this game one to certainly not go on the demo reel. And Sobocinski from the point failed to connect. Sobocinski again holds the zone. Hens back even strength. Puck caroms to the far side, out nearly to center red, thrown back by D'Amato toward the Delaware bench and out of play with 1 minute and 17 seconds elapsed here in the second period. Delaware's lead 2-1. Center ice face-off coming up. Patula and Laspina to take the draw. Laspina with a hard shot from 40 feet out. Andrew Burkett covers up and makes the save again. Hard shot from Laspina after gaining the zone up the middle, but a better save at the other end by Andrew Burkett. That was his 13th of the night on 15 shots faced. Laspina at the near half wall steadies the puck at last. Flips it behind the net to Rich. Out the right corner he comes. Lost the puck just above the corner wall. Ryan Phelps nearly took it away from him. Burkett swats it in behind the cage after it came in contact with the blue paint. Recovered by Rich. Held in by D'Amato at the right side. He absorbs a hard check. Puck works its way to the near wall, where Nick Sobocinski dumps it in deep again. In behind to Mastronardi. Taken away from him by Pitt-Johnstown alternate captain Ryan Phelps. He's hassled on his way up the near wall. Luke Rich kept him pinned in his zone. Good puck support came trailing in from Nick McQuillan, who bulldozes his way to center before dumping the puck into the Delaware end at the far side. There it is with Nathan Shorto. Shorto circles behind the cage. Cross slot pass. Evades the reach of Hunter Stoy and is taken back the other direction. Ryan D'Amelia couldn't dipsy-doodle through Johnstown traffic. The mountains and the bridges get to you every time in Johnstown traffic, don't they? Stoy's advance up the right wing boards back into the Delaware zone will be called back offside with 2 minutes and 37 seconds elapsed here in the second period. Face-off comes above the Delaware blue line. Delayed penalty. It will be against the Blue Hens. Burkett makes a break for the bench. Extra attackers on. Now the puck is touched. Play stops, and the Hens will go down a man. Kahn heads off for what looks like a rough. This at 2:54. Delaware back on the penalty kill. And they start this one pretty aggressively. D'Amelia. No, that was Palumba who made the shot. D'Amelia went off to the bench. Stephen Palumba was denied by Burkett. Kahn rolled off for a high stick. We saw the outstretched arm. We didn't see the two in the air. Delaware penalty assessed to number 12, Safwan Kahn. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 2:54 in the second period. Kahn high sticking at 2:54. So the Ice Cats on their second power play of the game failed to convert the first go-around. Vermont presses the puck as far as the Johnstown blue line. But now it's walked by Joseph Phillips back in now to a 2-on-2. Phillips angled to the far corner by Moore, lost the puck. It is reached for by Shane Brennan. He fails to clear. Holding the left point and firing one in was Thomas Rafferty, stopped by Nadell. And that gives us a break in the action with 16:03 to go in the first period, or the second period. 58 seconds left on the Kahn penalty, and Nadell making his 9th save and 10 shots faced so far to keep it a 1-goal game. Advantage Delaware. Laspina in to take the draw at the far circle across from Zach Zolek as the second wave of the UPJ power play comes on. Rischel recovers behind his own goal but gives it away under bodily pressure. Scrap for the puck net front. It's punched to the far side by Laspina. Recovered by Shorto for Johnstown. Flipped back to the left point and Phelps to the far corner. Fanned on initially by Stoy. He's able to regain the puck. He seeks space. Flips it back high to Phelps. Phelps splits defenders, headmans the puck into the dot, but the one-timer from Stoy from 20 feet away missed its target, and back out come the Hens into neutral ice. We're nearing the 5-minute mark of the second period. 11 seconds left on the Kahn penalty. In comes Shorto up the left wing boards. He was checked off the puck at the half wall by Laspina. He bats the puck down. Here's a 2-on-1. Laspina tried to dance around a Johnstown defender. It was Nick McQuillan on the back check, but he ultimately lost the puck mid-zone. Hens were able to gain attacking position, and they're now full strength. Kahn made a beeline to the bench, and fresh legs are on all round. Allen couldn't jam the puck in on the doorstep. It comes back to Bryson. Shot from outside the near circle was blocked. The Ice Cats generate a 2-on-2 the other way. Zach Zolek kept wide. Lazy hip check from Vermont's enough to separate him from the puck, but it was supported well by Stoy. Back into the corner, Zolek flips it high. Mike Heverly's shot kicked away by Nadell to the far wall. Held in by Wagner at the opposite point. A cannon from there misses entirely. Back to Heverly near side. He plays the carom shot in behind the cage, but into a sea of white sweaters. Kyle Eckenrod ultimately loses possession. Eckenrod gets it back and he ties it up. Kyle Eckenrod off the turnover. Gets the easy net front goal at 6:01. And it is 2-2. Eckenrod pursues, gets the puck right back as Delaware fails to clear, and they gave up the middle. And just like that, it's a tie hockey game. Pitt-Johnstown goal, his 10th of the season, scored by number 28, Kyle Eckenrod. An unassisted goal at 6:01 in the second period. Eckenrod's 10th, unassisted at 6:01. Eckenrod comes crashing through the slot again. Now he's bodied off the puck by D'Amato. Right point held by Heverly. Shot from long range was blocked. Follow-up chance opposite side. Wagner missed his target. Joe Phillips in the near corner. Could not maintain control. Kahn tries to take the puck away. He knocks it clear. But then it was cleared out by Carella. Foot race to the far corner. Ryan D'Amelia was able to negate the icing by getting to the goal line just a half step in front of the Johnstown back checker. Brennan takes a punishing hit at the left point. Puck is loose, held in by Palumba. He tries to squeeze his way through a narrow opening at the left corner from Joe Phillips. And we've got another puck in the low rafters out of play with 12 and a half minutes to go in the second period of a 2-2 game. Benevolent spectators are a blessing in college hockey that cancel out the curse of unreliability. You take the bad in stride and you be grateful for the good. And we most certainly are. Holding up at the blue line was McQuillan, waiting for DeGrange to tag up, but he was bodied off the puck just outside the Delaware blue line. That gave the Hens some time to regroup, and regroup they did. Given back away, McQuillan slapper from the left point. Clears the crossbar. Nadel did make a move for the puck, but did not have to, so no shot on goal. Back the other direction. Delaware's able to gain the zone. Steamrolling through was Wetzel, but he gave it away to Panicella. This will be an offside with 11:41 remaining in period number 2. Palumba, the one out of position. Fresh legs on for Delaware. The Laspina line comes in again. And at the other side was Nathan Shorto to take the draw for Pitt-Johnstown. Hens press their way back into offensive territory. Laspina to the right corner. High to Vermont. Shot from long range through traffic. Missed the right post by a foot and a half. Laspina centering pass. Mastronardi shot from 20 feet. Missed too. Vermont, third time. That rings off the pads of Burkett. That'll count as a shot on goal. The 18th for Delaware so far tonight. Delayed offside. Vermont tipped the puck in. The one who needed to tag up was Rich. He was about 20 feet inside the blue line when the puck re-entered the zone, so Johnstown had lots of time and space to regain attacking position. Trailing back to his own blue line, Rafferty dumps the puck from left to right, but Mastronardi recovers for Delaware. Here's a 2-on-1 centering pass. Mastronardi! It's in, and Delaware's back on top. Nifty little give and go from Laspina to Mastronardi. And with 9:14 elapsed in the second period, the Delaware Blue Hens are back up now 3-2. Official assists to come. Off the subsequent draw, Nathaniel Della took aim. His shot stopped by the stick of Gabe Nadel and subsequently covered. Face-off comes out to Nadel's left. Just as quickly, it's thrown in again. From the right dot and covered. Bambino extracts the puck from a scrum at the right dot, leaves it back to the point. Chance from Wagner is kicked aside, nearly trickled in, but Nadel in the last millisecond was able to keep Delaware on top 3-2. Carson Moore got the secondary. A Delaware goal. His 7th of the season. Scored by number 3, Jack Mastronardi. Assisted by number 13, Brandon Laspina. And number 29, Carson Moore. Time of the goal, 9:14 of the second period. Mastronardi from Laspina and Moore at 9:14. Face-off comes to the left of Nadel. Kahn and Keller the ones to take the draw. Puck shoveled out of the Delaware zone by Anthony Carella. Recovered by Keller. Played in up the left wing boards and iced by Wagner. 9.5 minutes remain here in the second period. And we're 30 seconds beyond halfway there. As the Delaware Blue ends up 3-2. Off the give and go. Are overpowered in the attacking zone faceoff. Safwan Khan was outmatched. Here comes D'Amelia up the left side. Trailed by Khan, flips the puck into the slot, and it's in! Looked like Khan was beat, but he gets it done. And that's Ryan D'Amelia's second apple on the night, too. It is 4-2 Delaware. Not a pretty goal by any means. And it's actually going to go to D'Amelia. The helpers to Cahan and Kahn. A Delaware goal, his 10th of the season and 2nd of the game. Scored by number 9, Ryan D'Amelia. Assisted by number 8, Ben Cahan, and number 12, Safwan Khan. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 46 seconds in the second period. D'Amelia's 10th of the season, 2nd of the game. From Cahan and Khan at 10:46. Looked like the Johnstown back check had Delaware's number on that one. But D'Amelia and Kahn together make it happen. Officially credited to Ryan D'Amelia, so he's in double digits on the year. Trying to get one for the thumb. Was Brennan, and after another Andrew Burkett save, the sideshow begins. Will there be any reduction of manpower? That remains the question. Doesn't look like it'll be the case. Play resumes at the far dot, zone cleared by the Ice Cats. Puck rifled back in by the defensive tandem of Vermont and Moore, holding back at center red, while Brennan takes a punishing open ice hit from Nathan Shorto high in the zone. And the Pitt-Johnstown Ice Cats generated 2-on-2 the other way. Zolek angled to the far corner by Moore. Lost control of the puck. Moore plays the body now on Stoy, and it's cleared out by Palumba. Puck stationary over red, walked in up the middle by Austin Wetzel. Turning at the bottom of the left circle, his shot's tipped aside. Kept in by Brandon Laspina, back to Wetzel. At the far corner, he plays the carom shot in behind Palumba. Held up off the puck by Shorto. In the Darren Musser rulebook, that's interference, but Brian Valentine and Robbie O'Brien say let them play, fellas. 7 minutes and change to go in the second period. And there's one for the thumb. It came from Luke Rich, his 8th of the year off the backdoor pass. It's 5-2 Delaware. Luke Rich from 15 feet away puts the backdoor pass over the glove of Andrew Burkett. And at 12:56, the Delaware Blue Hens extend their lead to 5-2. A Delaware goal, his 8th of the season, scored by number 16, Luke Rich. Assisted by number 13, Brandon Laspina. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 56 seconds in the second period. Rich's 8th from Laspina at 12:56. 6.5 minutes to go in the second period. Rich with it again, a cannon from the left point while absorbing a hip check from Wagner. Goes wide of the far post. Here come the Ice Cats in a 2-on-3 to Cesare from up high. Rang one off the glass. Puck nearly bounced over the Delaware blue line back the other direction. Chased down by de Cesare behind the cage. Confronted by Sobocinski. And play is whistled dead with 6:03 to go. A roughing penalty issued to Nathaniel Della. So at 13:57, the Delaware Blue Hens head back to the Colonial Motors power play. You too can go on the Colonial Motors power play. Find your next pre-owned car at one of 3 convenient Central Delaware locations, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden. Or view the vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com. Pitt-Johnstown penalty assessed to number 76, Nathaniel Della, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 13:57. Della 2 for roughing at 13:57 in the second period. Matt Vermont working the left point. To Palumba, stepping up to the dot, cross slot, pass. The redirect from Allen misses its line. Now Safwan Khan at the top of the right circle, threw one off Burkett's pads. It rebounds to the near corner. Vermont can't bring it down. Palumba holds at the half wall. Challenged directly by Kyle Eckenrod. Leading scorer for Pitt-Johnstown, holding up his end of the bargain on the PK. Allen can't traverse the slot. Kahn at the right point. Back to Allen. He was knocked off his feet. Kahn offering support, tries to walk it in. Ryan Bryson with that looming net front presence. Can't put one away on the doorstep, and Burkett covers up. 4:49 remaining in the second period. Fresh legs on for both sides. Delaware with 47 seconds left on the man advantage as their second wave comes on, led by Ryan D'Amelia, and what a night he's having. 2 goals and an assist, and he wins the face-off at the right dot. Flips the puck to Mastronardi, but he can't field the centering pass from the half wall. Chases it down near side. Flip back to Rischel. Across, bounced off the stick of D'Amelia at the left dot. Oh, I might have jinxed him. Looks like a penalty against Johnstown signaled by Rob O'Brien. And we're going to go 5-on-3 as Ryan Phelps takes the walk of shame for a cross check. 5-on-3 for 29 seconds. 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. And one of those 3, Adam Petula, was able to clear the puck off the draw to the right of his netminder. Wagner and Wagner and Heverly, rather, are the other two on for Pitt-Johnstown. Laspina with a rocket at the top of the left circle. Rings one off the glass. He was high and wide. Rischel steps up to the dot. Burkett bobbles that one. And we're 5-on-4 for the next minute and a half. Mastronardi and Wagner have to be broken up by linesmen Hugh Walsh and Steve Capriotti. And Mastro's gonna go. So too is Wagner. Both for roughing, we surmise, with 4 minutes to go in this second period. And we'll get the particulars for you as soon as made available from the scorer's table. Pitt-Johnstown penalty assessed to number 2, Ryan Phelps. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 29 seconds in the second period. Phelps 2 for cross-checking at 15:29. So there's an extra 2 minutes on the board for Delaware in that exchange. Mastronardi given the extra 2, so we'll have to see what the official ruling is going to be. We can tell you this much, it's 4-on-4 for the next minute and 26 seconds. Play ends up in the Delaware zone with the shift in manpower, and it's cleared out by Cahan. Heverly recovers, advanced to Eckenrod, pickpocketed by Laspina. He generates a breakaway, stops just shy of the net, can't finish on the welcome mat. Keller the other direction into a 1-on-2, now it's a 2-on-3. Laspina caught up with him. The reinforcements are in. Rafferty held the left point, but his shot from long range was intercepted. Burkett steps out of the crease, almost nailed Capriotti with one. 190 seconds to go here in the second period, and we don't have word on the assessments at 16:01 just yet. We'll get them soon. .26 seconds left of 4-on-4, then a brief back-end power play for Johnstown, all of 28 seconds. Face-off will come to Nadell's left. Puck ends up back in the Delaware zone. The communications with the off-ice officials, anything but smooth tonight. Mastronardi did get a slash, which is the penalty that went up on the board. We're still waiting on the others because, after all, Matt Wagner was set down as well. Two minutes remaining in the period. And while the penalty communication took forever and a week to get through, like we said earlier, you take the bad with the good in college hockey. Johnstown got another. Our eyes were gone from the play, so we can't give you the particulars just yet. It was Austin DeGrange with his second of the season. Helpers from Rafferty and Petula, 1806. Wagner is able to head back to the bench, but thanks to the double minor, Jack Mastronardi remains for the duration of the period. Lots to get to, we'll listen in. Johnstown penalty assessed to number 16, Matthew Wagner, 2 minutes for slashing. Delaware penalty, number 3, Jack Mastronardi, 2 minutes for slashing and another 2 for roughing at 16:01. Wagner slashing, Mastronardi roughing and slashing at 16:01. Johnstown goal, his second of the season, scored by number 5, Austin DeGrange, assisted by number 90, Thomas Rafferty, and number 45, Adam Petula. Time of the goal, 18:06 in the second period. DeGrange's second from Rafferty and Petula at 18:06 in the second period. So as a result, it's now 5-3, Delaware with the lead yet, but only by a pair. Puck flipped in up the far side by Wetzel, chased down behind the net. It's tied up, recovered by Phelps in the Pitt-Johnstown end. He clears the zone, but he's hauled into the wall. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Hens offside with 60 seconds to go in the frame. We are back even strength. The goal was even strength. The puck was tied up over the near dot just above the Pitt-Johnstown blue line by Shorto before Allen was able to muscle back in. Puck caroms to the near side. Windling couldn't keep it moving. Played back to the far wall. Zolek lifts the stick of Allen before clearing the puck. Recovered by Bryson, flipped back to Cahan inside his own blue line with 35 seconds to go in the second. Ryan Bryson accelerates up the near boards. He's kept wide by Shorto on his way to the corner. Cahan, cross ice pass to the right dot, mishandled by Allen. He chases it down behind the net. Brings it back near side, throws one in from in traffic. Burkett sprawls to make the first save, but it's put in on the rebound. It is 6-3. The Hens loom in front, and they strike while the iron's hot. Batted in off the rebound by Ryan Bryson, getting his fourth of the year. Allen and Cahan with the helpers. And it is 6-3 Delaware. Rischel tries for the extra point. Burkett denies him this time with 5 seconds to go. And the shots just keep raining in. Those were 16 and 17 for Delaware. A Delaware goal, his fourth of the season. Scored by number 18, Ryan Bryson. Assisted by number 22, Thomas Allen. And number 8, Ben Cahan at 19:43. Bryson from Allen and Cahan at 19:43. And the second period has reached its conclusion. We're 40 minutes in. Delaware up 6-3 over Pitt-Johnstown. We'll be back for the third period on Delaware Hockey Night, and it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, The DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com. A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com. It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Third period underway at Gold Arena. The score 6-3 advantage Delaware through 40 minutes of action over the Pitt-Johnstown Ice Cats. Pitt-Johnstown working right to left to start this third period. Ian Keller flips the puck in deep behind the Delaware goal. Shot 17-13 in the second frame. Mastronardi, Rich, D'Amelia, and Bryson all found the back of the Pitt-Johnstown net to extend a 2-1 lead to 6-3 through the second 20-minute block of play here from Gold Arena. Lone game for the weekend for both of these sides. And we'll be back with this Delaware Division III team in 2 weeks when they return home from Flood City. Kyle Eckenrod, he's got one for Johnstown so far tonight, flips the puck over the Delaware blue line into Blue Hens territory, but it's pressed back the other way by Carson Moore. Drop back to the right point and Luke Rich, but it's sticked away from him at the near dot. Taken away and lofted out of the Pitt-Johnstown zone by Phelps. Race on for the puck up ahead. Petula couldn't chase it down. Gabe Nadell stepped out of the crease to swat the puck to the near boards, but it's kept in the Delaware zone by DeGrange. Taken from him by D'Amelia, who lowers the shoulder and plows his way back through up the near dashers, but he lost the puck just inside the blue line to DeGrange. Thrown up the middle into the path of Petula and covered up by Gabriel Nadell. A minute and 40 seconds have gone by here in the third period. Delaware with a 6-3 lead and a face-off coming to Nadell's left after the first Johnstown shot on goal of the period. Panicella holds the right point, gives the puck away to Safwan Khan, trying to flip it to McQuillan in the corner, but he overshot his man, moving the biscuit down low. Petula brings it back into Delaware's end, but it's chased down and backhanded away by D'Amato. McQuillan left his feet, collided with Corella in the corner. Puck ends up behind the net. Safwan Khan works it up the right wing boards, shoveled ahead to Ryan D'Amelia, who chips it from blue line to blue line. D'Amelia with a pretty strong first 2 periods, 2 goals and an assist so far to his credit. Shot from up high, and Nick Sobocinski rings off the backboards, comes back toward the Johnstown net, off the stick of D'Amelia in the corner, but it comes right back, and Phelps recovers for the Ice Cats. He flips the puck behind the Johnstown goal up the right side to Panicella, and now cleared out of the zone by McQuillan. On to DeGrange, on further to Shorto, who crossed over to the near side after building up speed in the neutral zone. In the near corner, Ben Cahan poke checks the puck away from Nate Shorto. Corella lost his footing trying to traverse the neutral zone, and ultimately Johnstown gets the puck back. Stoy gives it away to Brennan. He bobs and weaves through traffic, tried to drop it back to Palumba, but he was on the wrong side, so he gave it away to Tommy Rafferty. Up the left wing boards he came to the Delaware stripe, giving the puck away to Rischel, but Rischel failed to clear. Zone held at the opposite side by Hunter Stoy of Pitt-Johnstown. We've just passed the 3-minute mark of this third period. Delaware with a 6-3 lead, 1 shot on goal in this third period so far, and it belongs to the Pitt-Johnstown Ice Cats. Steve Palumba retreats in his zone. Stretch pass intended for Brennan, intercepted and walked in by Wagner as far as the Delaware blue line, where he slams the puck in. No change of the troops for the Ice Cats, even though that advance had all the appearances of setting up a line change. Here's a 2-on-2 for Johnstown, headed by Zach Zolek. He lost the puck to Richel in the near corner, and it's cleared out by Delaware again. Covered by Heverly. He gets up to center, throws one on from long range. That will be credited as a shot on goal, and as Cesare crashes in toward the cage, Nadel freezes, and that gives us a pause in the action. With 15:47 to go in the game. Face off. At the far dot of the Delaware zone. Puck tied up behind the cage. Controlled now by Moore. Played out to Joe Windling up the left side. Outlet pass was a little bit too hard. Glove down by Moore. He walks it in. Shot blocked by Heverly, who forced the turnover initially to the near corner, and it is subsequently cleared. Matt Vermont behind his own goal. Headmans the puck to Ryan Bryson. Vermont at center. Flips it back in deep over the glove of Phelps. Phelps hassled. Allen plays the body to separate Bambino from the puck. Back at the Johnstown blue line, this is Heverly. Back through neutral ice. He was angled outside the near dot by Carson Moore, who took one for the team, dropping to his knees to block a shot, and we've got a puck out of play in the near corner with 14:44 to go in regulation. Face-off will come in the near circle. To the right of Gabe Nadel. Keller and Laspina, the 13s, converge, and Jack Mastronardi's able to walk the puck into the neutral zone. Cross ice pass to the far side, evades Rich. He chases it down in the far corner. Was nearly taken away by Rafferty, but Mastronardi offers support. Flips it back to Rich in the near corner, reaching in between the legs was Ian Keller to extract the puck for Johnstown. It is cleared out by Phillips, but this will be an icing against the Ice Cats. With 14:14 to go in regulation officially. A 6-3 lead for the Delaware Blue Hens. And they'll try to kick home the extra point off this attacking zone faceoff. To the right of Andy Burkett. Cleared out off the draw by Phillips. Or Keller. We couldn't see who it was in the circle given the lack of sleeve numbers. Laspina recovers, gives it away, trying to clear his own zone. Shot from Keller was blocked up into the atmosphere and out of play. 13:50 remaining, Delaware with a 6-3 lead. The Delaware Blue Hens head to the Laurel Mountains. Next week, they take on IUP on January 24th, a week from today. They'll reconvene against these same Pitt-Johnstown Ice Cats for a Saturday night showdown in Flood City on January 25th. And they'll take on California University of Pennsylvania, the Vulcans, on Sunday, January 26th. All three of those games at the historic Cambria County War Memorial of Slapshot, Bluebirds, Jets, Chiefs, and now Tomahawks fame. The Hens return home in 2 weeks, and we'll have their action for you on Delaware Hockey Night in a fortnight's time. 2-on-1 rush. D'Amelia looking for his third. Denied from the top of the left circle by Burkett, and we've got a puck out of play off the rebound, giving us a stoppage with 13:09 to go. Fresh legs on for both sides. Tower of Power blaring over the speakers here at Gold Arena. And a face-off to the right of Burkett involving Shane Brennan and Adam Petula. Puck was played over to the near side, taken off his feet. Wetzel works it in closer from the near half wall. It caroms to the far corner just above. Same. Austin DeGrange recovers for Pitt-Johnstown and retreats behind his own net. DeGrange flips the puck off the far boards. It ricochets into the clear, where it's walked in through the neutral zone by Adam Petula. 2-on-2. Petula gets tied up in a congested slot by Rischel, who carries the puck up the near dots. He's hassled mightily by Petula. He was able to work as far as the Pitt-Johnstown blue line, but progress was stunted there. Puck skitters back into the middle of the neutral zone, where Wetzel connects with Palumba, and back into attacking territory come the Hens. Palumba's stick lifted, McQuillan centers in the neutral zone to DeGrange. He tried to shoot from 35 feet, but it was intercepted on the way in by Wetzel. Delayed offside. DeGrange took forever to tag up, so Delaware had time and space to set up on the subsequent attack. 8 minutes have elapsed in the third period of play. Delaware's lead remains 6-3. Shots have been few and far between here in the third. Cross-ice pass from Palumba intended for Umhafer for the advance up the near side was intercepted. Chased down by Phelps. He and Moore collide. Moore just took down Phelps, who had the leg of Moore. And it will be a delayed penalty. Delayed no more, as Moore heads off for fouling Phelps, and it's going to be ruled a cross-check. This at 8:33 in the third period. And Delaware is going to head back to the penalty kill. They've got a 3-goal lead to protect. And the ones to do it are Laspina, Cahan, Mastronardi, and Vermont. Delaware penalty assessed to number 29, Carson Moore. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 8:13. Moore, 2 for cross-checking at 8:13. Puck cleared the goal line, popped off the back of the net, but Brian Valentine just as quickly waved his arms to say no goal. It was off the moorings. The Delaware fans want a delay of game call. They're not going to get it. Shot from Heverly turned aside by Nadal. That the 21st from Johnstown tonight. Heverly again, center point takes aim. He misses, puck bounces off the backboards. It's loose in front now. Vermont presses it to the near wall. Recovered for Johnstown by Keller. Flip back to Captain Heverly at the near point. Backhanded by Keller into the corner. Eckenrod, Heverly. A cannon from center point ends up in the glove of Gabe Nadel, who hangs on for the stoppage with 10:34 to go in this third period. And Delaware down a man for the next minute and 7 seconds, nursing that 6-3 lead. It seems that all 3 of the Delaware men's teams this season have had a little bit of trouble playing while up by multiple goals. Break, or rather bend don't break, seems to work a lot better in football than it does hockey, as the Hens have been able to build up multiple goal leads but then not protect them all that well. Here's Luke Rich on a near breakaway. He shoots and scores! Luke Rich generates the breakaway, gets his second of the night, and he gets the shorthanded extra point for Delaware. It's 7-3. The shorty is his 9th of the year. And the Hens are up by a quartet. Awaiting word on the assists on Luke Rich's 9th goal of the season. Back the other direction. Nadell covered up the puck on the Shorto chance. Rischel gets a helper. A Delaware goal. His 9th of the season and 2nd of the game. Scored by number 16, Luke Rich. Assisted by number 7, Braden Rischel. Time of the shorthanded goal, 9:55 in the 3rd period. Rich's 9th of the season, 2nd of the game from Rischel. At 9:55, it was a shorthanded goal. So much about the Hens not being able to play with a lead. Luke Rich extends the Delaware advantage to 7-3, just beyond the midpoint of period number 3. The Moore penalty is expired, and the Hens were able to clear the zone, but Phelps just as quickly advances the puck again to Stoy. Carried in now by Zolek up the left side, and he's robbed on the welcome mat by Gabe Nadell, who blocks the puck down and freezes it with 8:51 to go in regulation. The ensuing draw comes to Nadell's right. He's stopped 21 of 24 so far this evening. To Cesare and Brennan over the near dot. Trapped the puck momentarily. Palumbo's able to muscle through. He sets up a 3-on-2 up the right wing boards. Wetzel makes a cut for the net. Centering pass from Palumbo doesn't quite get to him. Wetzel chased down the puck behind, tried to put one on a tee for Brennan, but he was nowhere to be found on the doorstep. Back the other way comes Mike Heverly. Back into the Delaware end. He circles behind the cage out to the far corner. Flip back behind the net to Mikey Gallagher. He's sandwiched by D'Amato and Brennan. Puck remains trapped near side. Palumbo got tripped trying to walk one in. Getting a shot off was Nathaniel Della. Saved and held onto by Nadell. 8 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Face-off comes to the right of Nadell once again. Shane Brennan will wait for Dominic DeCesare. Another quick shot came right off the draw. Gallagher from the outside edge of the left circle, foiled by the glove of Nadell. Quick face-off, won by Brennan. Rolled by Cahan behind the cage, out the left side to Wetzel into neutral territory. Picked clean by Dominic DeCesare in neutral ice. A hasty shot from 40 feet out. Misses the near post by a good 10. DeCesare plays the body in the far corner on Rischel. Bodies pile up around the puck. It is brought out by Braden Rischel, who maintained his footing. Brennan not so fortunate. Rischel up the middle. Works his way into the Johnstown zone. Swatted out of his reach by Rafferty, but Brennan helped. It caroms to the near side. Gallagher presses it back to center red, lofted by Ben Cahan, and off the far boards again. Behind the Pitt-Johnstown goal, swatted by Matt Wagner to the near side. Stepping up at the point, Matt Vermont holds, but he's surrounded by navy blue sweaters from all sides. Vermont generates some space, but is shot from the right point. Missed the near post by a foot. Slapper, Cahan, it's in! Wow! Ben Cahan, off the rebound from the left half wall, makes it 8-3 Delaware. Good for his 4th of the year. This at 13:02. Slapper from the left half wall gets past Burkett. And the Hens go up by 5. A Delaware goal. His 4th of the season, scored by number 8, Ben Cahan. An unassisted goal at 13:02. Cahan unassisted for his 4th of the season at 13:02. And the Hens are back on the penalty kill. Delaware penalty assessed to number 29, Carson Moore. 2 minutes for high sticking at 13:16. Rich just adding insult to injury with his 2nd shorthanded goal of the night. Ten seconds in to the penalty kill. It's now 9-3. He got that one from Vermont. More high sticking at 13:16. A Delaware goal! His 10th of the season and 3rd of the game. Scored by number 16, Luke Rich. Assisted by number 11, Matt Vermont. Time of the shorthanded goal, 13:26 in the 3rd period. Rich's 10th of the season, 3rd of the game from Vermont at 13:26. And a little tic-tac-toe up the slot for Johnstown gets them a power play tally with just under 6 minutes to go. In the contest. So now 9-4 with 5:53 to go. Ian Keller gets his 9th of the year. Pitt-Johnstown goal, his 9th of the season, scored by number 13, Ian Keller. Assisted by number 10, Joseph Phillips, and number 11, Nathan Panicella. Time of the power play goal, 14:06 in the 3rd period. Keller's 9th from Phillips and Panicella. A power play goal at 14:06. 5:15 to go in the game. Delaware 9, Johnstown 4. D'Amelia walks his way back in over the Pitt-Johnstown blue line, tries to center to Kahn, misses his man. Petula back the other way, gains center on the far wall, feeds it across ice to the near corner. Heverly centers to McQuillan, denied by Nadell, and he covers up for the stoppage. .453 to go. We'll resynchronize the graphics. The one thing we're lacking with the Gold Arena scoreboard right now is, how apropos, synchronicity. Gallagher rolls the puck to the near side, held in by Zolek. Handled by Heverly, gloved down in the slot by Cahan, scrapped for, recovered by Rischel. Up the right dots he comes in to the Pitt-Johnstown zone, centering pass thrown in off the post by Palumba. No shot on goal as he finds nothing but iron. Back the other way, Nadell covers up, and will use the stoppage with 4:11 to go in the game. To get our graphics synced up with the scoreboard here at Gold Arena. Nadell adjusting the tools of ignorance. Looked like a strap on the pads came loose. He's got that taken care of. 4:11. Again, the official time remaining in regulation. Delaware is up 9-4 over Pitt-Johnstown. Bryson, the recipient of a drop pass from Moore at the right point, taken away from him by Zolek. Headed up the left wing boards to Stoy. He circles behind the cage, absorbs a hit from Vermont below the net, lost the puck. And Umhafer advances it on up the left side to Allen, crossing to the middle. Allen's shot rings off the backboards. It's contested in the far corner now. Allen on his feet, the top of the left circle. Cross ice feed to Vermont, up into the netting, out of play. With 3.5 minutes to go in regulation, the Hens up 9-4, and Elvis has long since left the building. Ice Cats will get another crack at these Blue Hens next Saturday at the Cambria County War Memorial. Part of a 3-game set, these Blue Hens will be playing in Western Pennsylvania next week. Friday at the War Memorial against IUP. Saturday against Pitt-Johnstown. And how about Carson Moore? Going 5-hole from center point to make it a 10-4 game with 3.5 minutes to go. Up through the slot came Allen. But he couldn't work his way in close. That's Moore's third of the season, came at 16:38. Here's Allen with a shot, blocker down by Burkett. Follow-up chance, denied as well. A Delaware goal. His third of the season, scored by number 29, Carson Moore. Assisted by number 22, Thomas Allen. Time of the goal, 16:38. Moore's third from Allen at 16:38. And that 10th Delaware goal just absolutely sealed it for them. Down to the last 2:20. At the left point, Phillips tries to backhand the puck in deep. Gives it away to Sobocinski. He accelerates up the left side, headmans to Luke Rich. He's got a hat trick on the night. Sobo again. Off his backhand, lunging to avoid bodily pressure, is able to at least gain the zone for Delaware, but he gives the puck away. Advanced up the far boards by Ian Keller. He dodges a check from D'Amato, chases the puck into the far corner. It's trapped at the kick plate, 105 seconds to go. Keller can't walk one into the top of the crease. Zone held by Rafferty at the right point, but he's overpowered by Laspina. Worked ahead to Keller. Laspina bodies him away at center. Rafferty from the opposite side takes aim from over the blue line. That was a shot on goal with 75 seconds to go. Hens guilty of a hand pass with just over a minute remaining. Face off in the far circle of the Delaware end. Comes with 73 seconds remaining in the game. Shot from the far half boards, and McQuillan sticked up into the air by Gabe Nadell. Save number 26. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Corella in his second game with these Blue Hens back up the right wing boards. Good to see his smiling face back in white, blue, and gold for the second half of this season. DeGrange surrounded by hens from all sides in front of the Zamboni entrance, gave the puck away to Safwan Khan. Khan in up the right, drops it back to Corella. He gets tied up at the top of the right circle, flips it to Cahan, cross ice pass, batted down by Rischel. To the near corner, he's hassled. His stick lifted, and DeGrange reaches in to take the puck away from him. Down to the final 15 seconds of play. Petula absorbs a check in his own zone, clears the puck. Rischel retreats to his own blue line. 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is going to end in the ugliest fashion possible. The scrum continues. Exception taken to Rafferty hitting Corella. Cahan's offered the invitation. Corella's heading off. And anyway, what we can tell you is Delaware won 10-4. Petula having words, so too McQuillan. Brian Valentine has shown Corella the gate. The others will shake hands in the ordinary sense. Some of them will anyway. We're back on Monday. With high school hockey, Salesianum taking on Cardinal O'Hara. And then on Tuesday, Salesianum and St. Augustine from the Wells Fargo Center. An afternoon game streaming on Delaware Hockey Night TV. That'll do it for us at Gold Arena. The final score, Delaware 10, Pitt-Johnstown 4. This has been James Witherite with Delaware Hockey Night, streaming live at dehockeynight.com and a production of the DHN Media Group. Thanks for your company the past few hours, and we certainly hope we can do it again. Good night. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for tuning in to Delaware Hockey Night, a copyrighted production of the DHN Media Group. Visit dehockeynight.com for the complete broadcast schedule, along with news and notes on all things hockey in the First State.